Let's get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to the Truth Podcast. My name is Neek Robinson, if you guys don't know. I'm a little bit of a podcaster here on this platform of YouTube, Apple, whatever. I got to get all that stuff on there, actually. But today isn't about me. Today is about my good boy, my good friend, Borgology, a.k.a. Borg, a.k.a. Tobias Tyler. Bro, what is going on, brother?
What's good?
The self-proclaimed king of Des
I'm not
Moines. I'm just kidding. Me and Mike be giving you shit about that stuff, bro.
I'll square up with Mike,
bro. Shout out to Mike.
Shout out to Mike.
You already know.
He always calls me the king of DSM. That's not true,
bro.
I'm just a regular guy.
DSM, though, bro.
I'm just a regular guy.
You are the king of DSM, bro. You're putting out straight heat right now.
Oof,
bro. So before we get into the podcast officially, let's. Who is Borg today? How old are you? Give us a little bit of a backstory of who Borg is, who Tobias Tyler is. Do you like being called Tobias?
Yes.
What's good?
Bro,
let him know.
I feel so weird like talking about myself. Like I never talk about myself.
Well, that's
so
the thing with
weird.
the podcast is, though, man. It's like people get to talk about themselves, you know?
I feel really weird about it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the same way, too. It's kind of that introverted kind of thing sometimes.
For real. I just feel like I don't know. It's just really weird. Like, I don't talk about myself with that. Like, even still, I have like a hard time like writing bios about myself. I'm just like, nah.
I'm kind of like the one-word bio kind of guy.
Yeah, literally. I have like 5 words in my bio. Like, that's it.
It's like short and sweet.
That's even on like Facebook, too. Like, I have 3, like, maybe 10 words in my bio.
Yeah.
But all right. Tobias Tyler.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Also known as Borg.
Yes.
Everybody calls me Borgology.
Yep.
Borgology Tech Corp. Shout out to Brandon Bear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out to Brandon Bear.
Shout out to Brandon, man. I gotta get Brandon on the podcast
soon. Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy.
23.
Yes.
Graduated from Grandview with a digital media production degree and a photography minor.
Yep.
Then I went to East, and so digital media, I guess, in whole. I guess I consider myself a visual artist.
Yep.
In a sense, because I feel like I kind of do it all.
Yeah.
Like, but my main stage is like photography, videography, graphic design. Yeah. You know.
That's awesome.
Ex-athlete, I guess. Ex-student athlete.
Yes, bro. We got some stuff we got to talk about today.
Man.
So, Borg, I kind of want to get into the story of just high school and kind of making the transition into, because you went to East, like you said, and then you went to Grandview. You were playing football, like you said, and you were actually playing for Grandview in college. So, how was that kind of experience for you? You also played in high school too, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, in high school, I played baseball, football, I bowled, and all that. So I did track for like a year, but that wasn't for me, guys. That was on the disc, bro. Throw the disc and the shot put. Yeah, through the disc. That was heat. Wasn't for me though, but I ended up getting a scholarship for bowling and football at Grandview. So
I didn't know the bowling side of it. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
It was fun.
That's dope.
It was real tight. It was real tight.
That's dope.
I guess like the overall experience of it is like I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, to keep it a band, because like high school for me it was like enjoyable, but I mean like I was just like I felt like I was just there. You know what I'm saying? Like I was there, but like not there at the same time.
Yeah.
It just felt like really weird.
Yeah.
But no, I really enjoyed Grandview. Even as much flag as it gets. Yeah. I really enjoyed Grandview, and I loved like playing for them. I mean, like I started as a freshman.
Yep.
So like we ended up winning the national championship.
Did you play like tight end, right?
Yeah, I was tight end.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then all league tight end, which is cool stuff.
That's dope.
I mean, like, and then I guess and then bowl.
Yeah.
Like
you're a man of many talents, my friend. You're a man of many talents, bro.
Look.
That is heat, bro. That's heat. How do you feel like? I feel like your high school days, at least from what I see, like on Twitter and like everything, like you at least have like a core group of friends, and a lot of your friends, like you went to high school with, like Riz and like Space and everybody like that. I feel like you guys are like almost like this brotherhood of like just creatives, you know. And I feel like you guys always are still showing each other love, and like you being on like the photo and video side of it is like huge, because then you're able to share your talents with their talents, and then you kind of get the visuals out to them and stuff. So I think that's huge. How do you feel like that is for, because like you even got man, I'm drawing a blank right now. Oh my god, this is gonna kill me, bro. Smurf Lee. Yeah, he's in the league right now.
Yes, sir. That's my boy.
Yeah, bro. But you Rico Gafford. Yep. It came to me out the end of the second. But so yeah, you even have you have people all over. You know, Riz is doing the fashion thing. He just dropped that full moon stuff. Shout out to Riz one time.
Shout out to Riz.
Yes, sir. Yes,
shout
sir.
Shout out to Space.
Yes, sir.
The show.
Yeah.
Honestly, though.
How was that in high school though? Like you guys all meet freshman year, and then how did that kind of come about?
Nah, cause we're literally cousins.
Word.
All three of us are cousins.
Okay.
So we're related.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I mean we've had a bond since we were little.
Yep.
And how it played out was Space started to get started rapping.
Yep.
He started rapping early, and then he was okay. He found what he wanted to do. He found his passion. Mm-hmm. And then I was still at the time I was still playing football, mm-hmm. and I was just in this world, this realm of I was getting done with football. I was figuring out that it wasn't for me anymore.
Yeah. And
that when I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
So what do I do? That's when I kind of started doing graphic design work, mm-hmm. and then ended up picking up a camera. Yeah. And that's how that happened. And then Riz really started to get into his bag maybe a year and a half ago, yeah. And that happened. Killing it. Our dynamic as not only damn near best friends, as just cousins is crazy. And it's just funny to me how I said it for day one, I always want to do it with my guys, do it with my homies. Absolutely. And I feel I'm doing that to not the fullest extent because we still have room to grow.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm doing it, and it just feels so good.
Yeah,
just doing it with your friends.
Man. Yeah.
Making it with your friends, and seeing your friends progress like that, bro. It's beautiful.
Well, and then I think that it helps because you guys all grew up together. You guys are family, and it's it's that quote of you are who you hang around. So I think that it's good that you guys are giving each other good energy, and that makes you guys push each other as creatives more from all different aspects, because it's just huge, I think.
No, for real. I mean, in high school, to be honest, I wasn't really out the house that much.
Yeah.
Them two kicked it every day. I wasn't even out there that much. Mm-hmm. So and honestly, I feel I had a totally different friend group.
Yeah.
Then than I do now. I hang out with him more now, and people that I actually hung out with in high school, I feel I barely know.
Yeah.
So it's just
it's weird how that happens. Weird how that happens. Because you graduated what? You already graduated college, so you've been out of high school 5-6 years.
Yeah, kind of, sorta. I graduated in 2013.
2013.
So
yeah. So
I've been out for a minute.
That's crazy.
I've been out for a minute, but I still feel young. I don't feel
exactly.
Old. But I give one of my best friends stuff because he's 20, 25. He's 26.
Yeah.
You're old as hell, bro.
You're old and rusty right now.
All he says is these hands ain't old. And I'm done.
It's all good. It's all good. That's huge, man. But yeah, man, I think that I don't know, getting into the photo and video side of it, at least that's kind of how I picked up on your work, because I've known Space Sean since way back. I went to school with his brother Trey, and I didn't even know you went to Cattell too.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that until I seen a late picture of you guys, and I was like, whoa,
there's a bunch of people that went to Cattell, bro, that I didn't know about. They're good friends now.
That's so insane. It's just wow. I didn't really put that all together until really a few months ago. That's insane.
Nuts, bro.
That's so crazy. Nuts. It's I was kind of talking about this with one of my buddies. Isn't it weird how the people that we hang out with now, we've always kind of gone to school together or whatever, hung around, and it's you didn't really realize it at that time, and you guys were walking by each other in the hallway, and it's dang, crazy. You guys are going to be a huge person in my life, but right now it's not like that. Bro, it's kind of weird how that happens.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly, man. That's exactly right. So, Borg, getting into the photo and video side of things, how long have you kind of been into the photo and video scene?
I feel I haven't been in it for that long, bro.
Yeah.
I've only been in it for
because you got into it in college, right?
Yeah, it was tail end of college.
Okay.
So it was
because I feel I was always seeing you tagged in some type of pictures or whatever. That's how I got to familiarize myself with your work, and I think that was way back in my sophomore year of high school, so that's probably 2014, 2015-ish, around there. Mm-hmm. So I feel you've been doing it for a while, at least way longer than me, but
I feel it hasn't even been that long yet.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel the middle child. I haven't been doing it forever, mm-hmm. but it feels I still, it's people that know me, that they think I've been doing it forever, not really. Yeah. I think I've been doing it I really started taking it seriously like about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like when I really started to dive deep in it.
Yeah.
Like other than that, like I said, like I played football, and then once I got done, it was like, well, what do I want to do?
Yeah.
And then, I picked up the camera and just realized like, oh yeah.
It
was like, oh yeah.
That's the bag,
like the
bro.
same. Like it was like the same feeling I got from playing sports back in the G.
Yeah.
It's like what I got and what I still get
Yeah.
from photography and like video and graphic design stuff too.
There's something about it. I don't know what it is.
Bro,
It's like,
I be getting hyped.
bro, and then I be looking at my stuff like at first I'm like, wow, this stuff's trash. And then I see like everybody else when I like put my stuff out and they're like, bro, this is fire. And I'm like,
bro, I be thinking my shit is garbage. I be thinking my stuff is so garbage, guys.
Bro, have you like do you like look at your photos like right after you take them?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't do that. I like wait like 2 or 3 days because I'm like, I'll critique every single thing and I'll like delete all of them. Like this is all trash. This is all booty. Like I'm not.
But it be like that though. Like I feel like that happens a lot. Like especially with me though, it's just like I'll look at them and I'll just be like, damn.
Yeah.
Like maybe next time. But then I actually get them into the right light. I'm like, oh yeah. I really went dumb.
Exactly.
And then like I've kind of just started like to trust the process more.
Yeah.
And it's like, just trust yourself.
Mm-hmm,
like
exactly.
you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You've done this before. Like
Well, then I think that's the biggest thing about like the photo and video side of things is like, everybody has their own look, and I feel like you and like I feel like Mike has definitely progressed in so much too. Like I've talked about on the podcast and everything, but like you guys have like made this own look. Like when I see a photo of your guys's, I'm like, okay, that's Borg's photo, that's Mike's photo. Like I can see it, so it's like you guys have like crafted this own look of your photos and like your videos and everything else, and I think that's huge. Like that's something that somebody that is like just getting into the game, they're like, dang, what do I gotta do to like separate myself? Because that's like the biggest thing is like you have to separate yourself because it's like right now there's a lot of creatives in Des Moines, especially doing the video and photo side of things, and it's like
out the woodwork.
Yeah, bro, it's like
out the woodwork.
Bro, I remember when I got into it. One of my homies, he was like, "Damn, everybody in the camera game now." I'm like,
I swear,
I'm like, it's not like that, bro. I'm trying to just get out here and do my thing,
I feel like crafting a look is just like, I feel like you shouldn't be focusing on that like right off the gate. Like I know I didn't. I was like, let me just get these shots off.
Yeah.
Like I just need to get these shots off. Like I was like talking to anybody, bro.
Yeah.
Like first pictures I took was like with my roommate, and I was like, yo, come take these pictures with me. He's like, sure.
But I feel like it changes as like, because you know what you like when you edit more, you know what you like and you know what looks good, so it's like,
and like even like you know what you like, you shoot more. So like I've taken like sports photography, and then I've taken the portraits and stuff and landscapes, and like done like the event photography and stuff like that, and then you kind of find your niche and your area, and what you really want to like dive deep into.
What do you feel like is your favorite? Because I feel like you do a lot of like the landscape, like, or getting like corners of buildings and like crazy like abstract things, like. So, but I see you do portraits, like you do everything really. But like, what do you feel like is your favorite to shoot?
That's the thing. Like, I think I don't have like a favorite.
Because
I like them all equally.
The same.
And like that's how it is with like photography, videography, like graphic design. Like, I love them like all evenly. You know what I'm saying? And like if I get. And it's crazy because like I feel like my brain knows when to like, so like if I take too many photos, it'll be like, all right, you should probably go design something. Like because I'll get burned out. And then, man, this shit's weak. I'm not trying to do this no more. Like, but my brain like switches the gear. Like, okay, we're gonna design some stuff now. And then like if I get burned out in design, like I want to shoot some video stuff. And like it kind of just like
it's huge to kind of like
circle to
like not have all your eggs in one basket. Just to kind of like diversify yourself. And I feel like I always see you like tweeting about like cartoons and like anime and stuff too, like it's like you've always got something creative kind of going on in your head. I feel like, and I think that's huge because it allows you to like, if you see something you're like, oh shoot, this kind of inspires me to do this, and like I think that's huge.
I think it even like a lot of stuff can like subconsciously like inspire you. Like even like so like even like some like stuff we see people like walking by, like whatever they have on. It's like little stuff like that, like little nuances in life that really kind of inspire people, and like especially it inspires me. Like even like a sound I hear outside, or like even like a little note that I hear in a song. And like it's just like stuff.
I think
like
that music is like the only thing that I won't touch at this point in my life.
I don't
it's
know.
like I just feel like I don't have the sound for it. Like I'm cool with like singing in the car and all that stuff, but like
I don't think I can make any music.
I don't think I can do what it is, but I love music. I love everything about it, and I love like the video stuff and just all the audio. Like everything's cool, but it's like I don't think that I could do the music thing.
I mean, like I could try maybe. I mean, I'd be freestyling every now and then.
Yeah,
but like,
it's just like I have a bunch of like friends that are into that stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to take their thunder, you know. I'm gonna stay in my lane. Y'all can do you over there. I'm gonna do me over here. Like, you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's dope stuff though, man. Just being a creative, and especially in like a town like Des Moines, it's like it's not too oversaturated, but everybody is trying to get on. Like at this point, like 2019 has been. We're only like 25 days into this fucking year, and it's like
everybody's getting to the money right now.
Yeah,
I agree. I think everybody's getting to it right now.
Yeah.
I just need that consistency.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Just keep that progress.
I think that consistency is huge. It's like, you know, the attention span of everybody in our generation, everybody that we're growing up with right now, it's like it's only like a week or so.
Yeah.
Like people think about what you put out for a week, and then it's like it's gone.
I know, gone forever.
It could even be like one day. Like you have to keep consistently putting stuff out.
You gotta go
to keep your name like in people's minds and everything. Otherwise,
that's
it's
the crazy
it's
thing.
Gone.
Because I feel like, especially like creatively, art shouldn't be subject to like time necessarily. But I feel like that's how people are creating nowadays. It's kind of weird. Like I've been like content. That word's been kind of getting on my nerves a lot lately.
Oh God.
Like it got more content for y'all. Like we got content.
But that's what we got. That's what we're doing though.
Oh
you know?
my gosh.
That's what you gotta do though.
Just get your shit off.
Yeah.
Like just like don't worry about like if somebody sees it one day. Like just get your like if you truly enjoy like what you want to do, I post like maybe 3 times a week. Yeah. I know people that post like 6 times a week, you know what I'm saying? And that's okay. That's cool. Like I'm saying, get your shit off. But like I know for me personally, like I could care less. I feel like now I could care less about like who really sees it. This is like, here's what I made.
Exactly.
Like y'all fuck with it, cool.
And I think that that's the best thing about like social media, at least for like somebody like me and you. I feel like it's like I want people to just see my art. It doesn't matter who sees it. It's like I want to like give off this picture of myself or whatever it is and just put it out in the world and like get people to think about it. Like that's what I feel like art is about. It's like getting people to think, ask questions, like give you some feedback on it and everything, you know.
I think so too.
And I've kind of like steered away from like the whole like worrying about the likes thing, because that stuff's dead at this point. It's like, bro, don't worry about that stuff.
Like, at one point in our careers, bro, we gotta think about like I was like, we wanted the likes. Like,
exactly.
I needed this like.
Exactly.
I feel like now for me, like I feel like my art is in like this transitional period right now, where it's like I don't necessarily care about like you said, like the likes or stuff like that. Like even if people see it, but like if you do see it, I want it to have like an emotional effect on you. I really wanted to make you feel a way.
Exactly.
Like whether it hypes you up, like gets you in your box or whatever. I really want you to feel a way about it. Because I mean, like lately I've been creating from a standpoint like with my emotions, and I feel like that's actually conveying really well in my work right now. So
I think that's dope too, man. That's dope because it's like, I don't know, art is just that, it's that thing in the world that everybody could possibly, like anybody could do art, but it's like a different layer if you can get somebody to think about your art in a different way and to like convey like this message, or it can change somebody's life just by seeing it, touching it, feeling it, or hearing it, or whatever it is, you know. I think that's the biggest thing. But
I mean, like,
it's crazy like how art can just change somebody's mood or your mood just depending on what it is.
It's crazy too, because I got a message for one of my blue photos that I've been posting a lot lately, and it was like, yo, this picture really like stood out to me, and like my friends were talking all day like, you just need to take a jump, and like it was like the leap picture, it's like you need to take a leap, and it's like that really just hit me the right way. I'm like, yo, that's amazing. Like I felt like, honestly, that's like, as an artist, that's probably like one of the best times that I felt like, yo, I really touched somebody with my art. Like, that's crazy.
Well, and then that's how I feel like, especially like with poetry, that's what I kind of got into the art scene, at least from what I feel in my soul and everything, is like poetry was like my first kind of love thing. So it was like, you know,
poetry hits like, different.
Yeah, bro, it is, but it's like, you know, I'm gonna write this because I want it to be out of my system. Like I used it as like a coping mechanism almost. And, you know, I feel like that's what really helped me is just, you know, I got it out of my system, but also something that is huge is like if I can change one person's perspective or change their life into like thinking a different way, that's awesome. You know, it can be just one person out of the entire room. It can be a room full of 1,000 people. If I touch one person and they're not going to go home and like think badly about themselves just off hearing my poem or whatever, done deal.
Yeah,
that's
exactly,
what I needed
bro.
to do.
Exactly. That's agree huge. So much.
Yeah, I think that's what art is in just every different platform, whether it's music, graphic design, photos, videos, like anything can happen, you know. And
I think
like,
so.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But do you feel like there's like any type of art form that you really want to touch but you don't know really how to do it, minus like music? Do you feel like there's other ones that you want to get into?
I love like drawing and animation. Like when I was younger, I used to draw like the 3-point and 2-point perspective, like architectural drawings. And I really love like architectural design. I've always loved it. And, like I love like the futurism type stuff. So like I've always wanted to like do like architectural drawings. I don't think I cut out for it.
You
though.
Don't think so? Like, have you tried?
I haven't really tried. That's a bad thing. So I mean, I probably could.
Yeah.
There's like, but obviously
YouTube's like your best friend at this point. Like you can teach yourself anything.
I was on YouTube for hours, bro, just looking at 3-point perspective drawings of like houses and like these buildings and like how like those minute angles like make such a beautiful image. And I was like, yo, that is crazy.
Well, then like drawing would be super dope because then that can like flip your perspective on photos too, because it's like, you know, you can like really draw anything that you want, you know, and it could be like some angle that you can't even touch with a camera, but it's like, you know, that's just something that's crazy to me about drawing. That's oof. And like it's crazy that like drawing is like this thing that you can take a blank sheet of paper and you can just make it into whatever it is. It's like
it's beautiful, bro.
Especially like
it's
people
amazing.
like that like either paint or like draw like in 3D. It's like you look like you can like stick your hand down into a piece of paper or something. It's like
I follow a guy on Instagram. He like does like 3D renders of like these landscapes and like he creates like the trees and he creates. I'm like, yo,
that's crazy.
That's amazing.
That is insane, bro. That's so nuts.
It's so tough.
I don't even understand. Like, oh man, I think that it's huge though for like a creative to follow like people in different genres, because then it allows you to kind of get a different outlook on the world, you know. So like I don't just follow like all the photographer guys and everything, but I follow like people in every type of different genre because like I like to see what everybody else is doing, and if it interests me, it's like, oh shit, like that's fucking dope, and I'm gonna just share the love, you know. So I think I think
so too, bro.
Huge.
I mean, like some like I don't know, you got to definitely diversify what you look at. Even what, cause I heard this like a year or two ago, like your diet isn't only what you consume, like is what you eat. It's like what you read, what you look at, what you see, what you like, what you listen to, who you're around. Like you got to be mindful of everything around you.
I think what I'm saying?
Huge. So, like when I think about stuff like that, like you have like now in like our day and age, you have the possibility to curate everything you want. So why wouldn't you? Like why would you have someone else make the decision for you? Like I love Spotify, but I use SoundCloud all the time. So like I curate my own playlist. I go look for my own music. Like I love getting lost on SoundCloud and getting lost on like Spotify and finding those unknown artists and stuff like that. It's like you have the ability and opportunity to like create whatever you want and have whatever you want around you. To whether it make you feel good or make you feel like, oh yeah, let's get it. Like you can do that with whatever. So like just be mindful of it.
Well, and I think that you brought up a good point. It's like, you know, you have to be mindful of what's coming in and what you're seeing and what you're taking in on your everyday life. Otherwise, like it can take you down a really fucked up path, or it can take you into something that's huge, you know. So like things can change in like a blink of an eye, really. So
no, they really can.
It's crazy how that is. It's crazy how that is. Talk about some of your like graphic designs and other artworks that like you're currently doing, and like I mean like I feel like your graphic designs are like just out of this world. Like you're talking about like your blue photos and stuff too, but like you know, and like the idea of like the 3019 thing, kind of talk about that stuff too. That stuff's dope, bro. That stuff's dope.
3019 is like, it's like, so I follow this other artist.
Okay.
Daniel Arsham.
Okay.
He said like 3018 last year, and he kind of just traveled over, and like I really mess with his movement because like he really like moves like he's in the future, and like time is really not relative to him in a sense. And like so with the 3019 stuff, I'm like, you know, why not just keep progressing? Like why not just keep going? Like it doesn't matter what year you're in to really define what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I think New Year's resolutions are kind of weak.
Yeah.
Because you could have started them already. You know what I'm saying? And like you could have made the changes.
You could have started it today. Like,
exactly.
It doesn't matter.
You know what I'm saying? And like I feel like it doesn't matter the year or nothing, as long as you're just doing your stuff and like trying to get right or trying to maintain or trying to do whatever you want to do. Like 3019, I love it. And plus I love the future.
Yeah.
And I really love like thinking about what
could possibly
be, what could possibly happen, and like just having the mindset of like you don't know what could happen, so you gotta do it regardless type stuff. So you gotta get it regardless.
Exactly,
so, like,
man.
3019, I love that.
That's crazy, bro. I love the like concept behind it and everything, and I think that, you know, the future is something that's just something that you can't even grasp it, like, because it's something that you haven't even seen yet, regardless, like if you have like a dream or an epiphany or whatever, like of something that you think is going to happen, something else is going to totally
could change. You could,
yeah.
like, and that's the crazy thing, as life is somber, bro, and like what somber is like, what is it, each and every passerby has their own story, their own problems, their own everything, you know what I'm saying? Like we're just a speck on this earth essentially, but still, like, you still don't know what could happen. Like even though you do your cycles, like something could change in that cycle, and it could change everything.
Well, man, I think that, like, you know, kind of talking about what you're just saying, like, every person has their own story, and I think that it's interesting how if you see somebody on the street, if you would have an encounter with them, that can take your life into a totally different tailspin. It's so weird how that is. Like,
it's insane.
You know, especially if like, it's like somebody that you decide to like have a relationship with, and like you're seeing them like on a day-to-day basis or whatever. You know, I think that that's something that's so crazy. Is like one person can really change your life in a totally different way that you didn't even think it was imaginable. So you know that's like crazy. That's crazy,
bro. It's wild, dog.
Bro, do you believe in aliens? You believe in like extraterrestrials, that stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. I think you have to.
Yeah, I'm saying
like,
you have to.
You have to, because it's like, I don't know. I don't want to get into like anything like.
We don't get anything too crazy.
Yeah,
just
like nothing too crazy, nothing too like
aliens,
religious or anything. But it's like, you know, I think that both ideas are scary though. It's like, if we're the only living things in the universe, that's scary.
It's man.
But it's like scary to think that like there are other things out there too. Like it's equally as like crazy, you know.
Life is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
man, it's just
there's
like
so much stuff that we don't know.
Yeah.
So
and it's like the space thing is dope though. Like thinking about outer space and just how we're this little speck of things. It's like, wow. It's like something that you don't really think about until you actually see that stuff. I want to go to the moon someday. That's kind of like on the thing.
Dude, I can't wait to go to the moon.
Bro, do you think that they actually went to the moon like back in the 60s? You think
this is a loaded question, and I don't appreciate that at all. That's a loaded question. That's a loaded question. I want to say they did.
Yeah.
I don't like,
but it's like, do you think that cameras could do that back then?
Like, nobody knows.
That's what
like,
I'm saying.
There's nobody.
Yeah.
Unless you're really like deep in it, like I still, even if you're like the theorists and stuff like that, nobody knows.
Yeah.
So like, I want to go like have an actual account. Like, oh yeah, they did it for real.
It's for real. It's for real. Yeah.
Like, man,
I think that's something that I have to see for myself.
I'm saying,
because it's like pictures don't do that justice. It's like, whoa, we're really out here in space. You can't hear nothing except for you. Like that's just insane. Bro. I think that's something it's got to happen. It's got to happen. I got to go to the moon. Got to go out to outer space sometime or another.
It'll happen eventually.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if I'm not too.
Bro,
old.
I'm hoping in our lifetime that's gonna be like a possibility. They like are talking about opening up a hotel or something. Like they have a hotel on the fucking moon, bro.
See, bro, but I also don't want to be on the first shuttle to the moon, though.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to be on the first shuttle to the moon.
Yeah.
But I do want to go.
Yeah.
Like,
that would be crazy.
To the moon. Can you just imagine saying one of your homeboys like, "Yo, you trying to go to the moon? Recreationally go to the moon?"
That would be so dope. That would be so crazy, bro.
Hey, let's go to the moon for the weekend.
It's like, give your kids a Christmas present. Fellas, we're going to the moon today.
Pack up. We're going to the moon.
Where do we gotta fly for that?
Pack up. We're going to the moon.
Houston, we have liftoff. You already know. That shit's crazy. Man, that's wild. Man, let's get back onto the train of the podcast a little bit, but it's cool. I love these candid conversations and stuff, man. But I could talk about like conspiracy theories, all that shit, all day.
Let's not get into that,
all day. It could happen. We could be here for 3 hours and I would still talk about that stuff.
I swear,
it's crazy. What do you feel like is your greatest accomplishment that you've done in your life so far? What do you feel like that is?
That's loaded. Honestly, I feel like I don't look at my accomplishments that often. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I feel like I'm constantly like, okay, what can I do now type mentality.
You kind of live in the moment and then it's like on the next thing.
Kinda, yeah. It's like I don't like really. It's like let's say I do something really cool. I don't really process it like right there. I'm just like, all right, this is done now. Now next. And I think that's something I gotta work on is really like stay in the moment and stuff and like really experience and feel these moments. I guess one of my like greatest like accomplishments was like I was able to go down to Oklahoma last year. And like
that was dope, bro.
And do that,
was dope.
Which was really
I haven't
fun.
even talked to you about that. How was that like experience of like how did you even like come across like getting that opportunity and like everything kind of
shout out to James Ewald. He was my professor at Grandview. Graphic design professor. And we always just like keep in contact and stuff like that. And I actually just called him like the other day. We're trying to set some more stuff up, so it's really but like through him, and like he ended up moving down to Oklahoma. And then like we just kept in contact. He's like, hey, I want you to come down and meet some really dope artists and just collaborate and have your stuff shown at our little like pop-up shop, like gallery, whatever you want to call it. I'm like, yo, I got to. I just kind of like I realized that I gotta stop saying like no to stuff essentially, because like older me would have been like, I don't know if I should go. Is it really like worth it?
Kind of hesitant.
You know what I'm saying? I was really hesitant about it. But then when I went, it was the greatest experience like I've had like as like an artist, and like seeing like people like interact with like my prints and my stuff like that, and ask me like, yo, what's the meaning behind this photo, or like why'd you take this photo? Just stuff like that. It just makes me feel really like warm inside.
That's
and really
dope.
Like it's like really wholesome and stuff.
That's
like that.
dope, man. That's dope. Do you was it kind of like, was it a mix between your graphic design work and your photo work too? Is that kind of what you displayed there?
That there I just displayed like all my photos.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just all photo stuff for that, and like
Gotcha. That's dope, man. That's dope. Did you drive there? Is that what you
bro.
did?
We drove. My dad actually drove.
Oh, word.
Yeah, my dad actually drove down there. We just thugged it out.
That's so dope.
And we got this chicken, bro. So look, check it out. Look, so they smoked the chicken. And then they fried it. It was heat. And they served it out of like this food truck, and the food truck's only there like nighttime, bro. It's only there for like a certain amount of hours.
Whoa.
I'm just like, yo.
So it was like a best kept secret
yo,
type thing.
They put us on. I'm like, yo, blessed. Next time I come down here, we gotta go there
on
ASAP. It was so good.
That's crazy.
It was amazing, though.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's so dope about like traveling is like you get this, especially on the food side of things, it's like this different culture of like you eat things and you try things that like you've never tried before, especially like in Des Moines. It's like, you know, we don't really have much to do here. You know, it's like it would be cool if like the farmers market and stuff. Like I know you're a huge fan of the farmers market.
The farmers market be busting.
But it's not like all year round though.
You know,
and I feel like, you know, in January is like that month. It's like shit. There's nothing to do. It's like negative 20 degrees out.
I just be hurt every January. I just be like super hurt, like bro.
Because
it's
I don't
like do nothing.
It's post like holiday season, like you ain't got nothing to look forward to other than the new year. It's like whatever. Day-to-day things, you know. It's like
but going back to like the food stuff, it's bad too because I'm pretty picky. Like I'm really picky about
Are you really
stuff.
picky about your food?
Oh my gosh, bro. Like okay, like I don't eat red meat. And I don't eat like pork and stuff like that. So like I'm just super picky, and like it's not because like religious or anything. It's just like I looked at a burger and I just never thought it looked good. Like I looked at a steak and just like never thought it looked good.
Word.
So like I'm just
Do you like
really,
chicken and stuff?
Yeah, I like chicken and like fish and stuff like that. But like other than that, like I'm just real picky. And then like I'm starting to step out of my box a little bit more. Like I guess it was one of my goals for this year, where it's kind of like be more open to stuff, like be more accepting and understanding of stuff. So like actually go and try some stuff. So
absolutely.
A good example is that like I went to Minnesota not like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you and Mike just
went
there.
Me and Mike just went to Minnesota.
Honestly,
I was like having like big like I was like I don't know if I should go. Like what if it's whack? Like what if it's lame? Like I was like actually just be open, be willing.
Yeah.
Like be mindful. You know what I'm saying? Like clear your mental palate out. You're good. Like just go do it. And like that was like honestly a really big step for me. So like it's like me just trying new stuff like, that I normally wouldn't have done.
Exactly.
So you know what I'm saying? So
do you feel like you could eat like the same couple of things every day of your life? Yeah. You feel like you could do that?
I feel like I could do that because I have like a colorful like day. Yeah. So like, I don't do the same stuff every day. Yeah. So I can feel like I can eat the same stuff every day and then have a different aspect of my life be different.
I feel that. I feel that.
But other than that, I probably feel like you're going insane.
Yeah.
Like, what's the definition of insanity? Like doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Like
that.
No.
Yeah, that is
insane.
That Squidward meme of he's doing the same thing off the SpongeBob shit. You see all over on Twitter. It's like, and he slowly like gets sad. It's like, that's huge though. And I think that the food thing is just something that's little that you can do when you're traveling or like just going anywhere. You can go to your friend's house and just try one of their mom's like main dishes or whatever, you know. And I think that that's something that's really dope. I think that that's an art form in and of itself too, which is kind of dope as well. But man, food. Shout out to food. Shout out to Life Water as well. You already know.
Big shout out to the Life Water.
Big plug. You already know we talking.
Shout out to the Life Water.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get into some other questions here.
Drink more water. I know I'm literally on Twitter preaching drink more water, and like I'm gonna keep it a band. Like I haven't drunk like soda, and like so I was a big Mountain Dew drinker.
Yeah.
Like, all that I'm drinking Mountain Dew. Boom, boom, boom. Scarfing them down, bro. It was just like.
Question about Mountain Dew though. What is the flavor of Mountain Dew?
Mountain. It's mountain flavored.
But like, what is the flavor? You know, like Sprite is like lemon and lime.
What is the flavor of Mountain?
What is it? It's like sugar.
That's
like I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It's just Mountain Dew
because it's like it's green.
It literally just what's it taste like? Mountain Dew.
Yeah, like I don't. That's what I've been asking that question. I'm like, what is the flavor of Mountain Dew? Dude. I think that like the Code Red one is like a little like I think it's got like something in it that's like I don't know if it's cherry or something.
Maybe
but,
like the lime wire. Like
but like what is Mountain Dew though?
I don't know.
I need to know. Mountain Dew, hit me up. I need to know what's in the recipe. It's gonna keep me up all night.
Oh my god,
that stuff's crazy, man. That's crazy.
But yeah, I was drinking Mountain Dew like every day, drinking hella soda. Like I was like, man, I can't do that no more, dog.
Yeah.
And like at one point I was just like down bad. I was just like really just like down on myself and like mentally exhausted, bro. I'm just like I gotta switch it up, bro. Like so I haven't drunk like soda for like 5 months, like 4 or 5 months, bro.
Good
like
for you,
literally water, sparkling water, tea, and like coffee, dog. I'm like, let's get it.
That's
like,
dope, bro.
And like honestly, like as much people say, like, bro, I'm telling you, you stop drinking soda, bro, you're gonna feel so much better. Knucklehead me, bro. Like, yeah, whatever, bro. I'm still gonna I'm gonna get this Mountain Dew, and I don't know what you're talking about, guys. I started drinking like I drink Sprite. That's it though.
Yeah, Sprite you can't get rid of, bro.
Yeah, you can't.
It's practically like.
I mean, like
if you drink like carbonated water, it's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
in my opinion, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I think that when I was in high school, I didn't drink. Like I think that the last pop that I had was in like 8th grade, and then I stopped, and I didn't have it until my senior year of high school. So I didn't have it freshman year, sophomore year, junior year. That was like it was huge because it was like it forced me to drink like other things, and it's like having more water in your system is just good as a whole.
Just as a whole.
I don't know. There's like a bunch of those studies about like. Soda like shortens your life, and, like, all this shit, and like makes your teeth rot, and like all this shit. And I'm just like,
it's just like I wasn't even reading it like that, bro. It was just like you drink soda, bro, and you feel like shit.
Yeah.
Like you just drink that shit, bro. You just feel like gross.
Yeah.
I was like once I like stopped drinking soda for like a week, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like why was I even drinking that? Man. Like you drink a Mountain Dew at night. It'd be good then, bro.
Yeah.
But then you'd be like, I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Yeah.
Like, I drink water at night now. I feel beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, it feels great.
Bro, and like, I always hated it in high school. I'd see like our high school was across the street from like a get and go.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd see like people come into class late. Like, there's this girl that always come into my math class late as fuck.
Come with the Arizona and the Takis.
Funny that you said Takis because she would have some Takis.
She got the Takis right there.
Yeah, bro. She'd have the Takis, and then she would have like a big ass Mountain Dew because like one of the 1 liter joints is like. Yeah, I was like,
look,
yeah.
Man, I'm not
and then
saying
she would just be chowing down on that shit in class. I'm like, bro, this is the first class of school. That's like an after
like
lunch thing, bro.
7 a.m. class. Like,
yeah, that was no bueno for me.
Yeah.
That was kind of weird, but
drink your Mountain Dews, drink your sodas, bro. I'm just telling you, I'm not drinking mine.
Yeah,
I'm over here drinking water.
Borg is out here drinking more water.
I'm just trying to live
Life Water.
Drink more water. Shout out to Life Water.
Yes, you already know, bro. They need to hit me back. To be honest, like. I'm getting a little sad because I'm just plugging them like for free right now, but you know it's cool. Like Life Water, if you see this, like you don't have to sponsor me, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So
we need it.
Yeah, I need that low key. I'm gonna switch to Fiji, so Fiji water. Shout out to them, bro. Yeah, so let's talk about Brandon Bear. Shout out to you, my guy.
Dog.
You already know.
That's my dog.
So let's talk about the projects that you guys did in 2018.
That's my dog.
And
for real.
I think 2017 you did the Vibe short film, right?
Yeah,
was that 2017?
I guess how our like friendship really kicked off, bro. It was like
because you guys have been doing like a lot of stuff together, and I think that's like it's just like you guys have made this collective of just.
Yeah.
And just this friendship that's like awesome.
Just a friend. Yeah, honestly, bro. It's like we met at 515 Alive.
Okay.
And I was like, you know, I'm like, he was there, standing there, and I was just like, yo, what's good? I just like said, what's up? And then Brandon handed me his business card. I was like, damn, are you for real? Like, is that what you're on with me?
Whoa.
Wow, I was like, is that what you're on with me? Like, that's crazy.
He said he wasn't for the small talk. He said
he wasn't for the small talk. He handed me the business card. I was like, shout out to Brandon. That was like, I'm like, yo, just follow me on Instagram. Like, we're just in like, ever since then, bro, it's just been like really good friends, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I fuck him so much because he's just like, he's pushed me to like get in my bag creatively, and like, hopefully I've done the same for him. But he's been
spazzing on his shit. Like ever since I've known him, like
literally,
he's just been. Oh my god, I got to get him on the podcast, and I'd love to get both y'all on the podcast because I know we'd all be like just going around the table, just talking nonsense.
Shout out to Brandon Bear Worldwide.
Bro,
yeah.
Shout out to Brandon Bear Worldwide.
Brandon Bear Worldwide. Shout out to Koo.
I wish I had his T-shirt on right now.
Shout out to Koo. I was gonna wear his T-shirt.
Say Koo.
Look, yeah.
Man.
Those two. We did a lot of stuff, bro.
The guys, man. So, talk about the experience with the Vibe short film and stuff that you did a few years back. Because you asked Brandon to be like the main actor in it, basically. Yeah. So is that kind of like how your guys' friendship stemmed from that? Do you feel like?
Yeah, actually, like I hit him up. I was like, "Yo, this is like late night." It was like me, him, Sekou, and honestly, I think Mike was there too.
Was he?
Yeah, Mike was there too, bro. And I think I was like, "Yo, I have this idea. Like, you want to rock it out with me?" He's like, "Yeah, cool." I was like, "I'm gonna call Sekou up." I was like, "Bet." And like that's like when it really like, oh yeah, we can do this for real.
Yeah.
Like we can really make something.
Yeah.
And so like me, Brandon, Sekou, and even like Mike.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, let's get it. Like, and then we just started creating, bro. Like, we just really started trying to get to it.
Yeah.
And like, yeah.
That's huge, man. Because I think that like that just stemmed into like the film was only like what, a minute 30 seconds in?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like you know that kind of sparked a different thing into the community and in you guys as well, because it like. You guys ended up doing the AV Club a little bit later, and then you guys traveled to Joshua Tree, California, right? Yeah. So you guys were like moving and doing your thing like all together and collectively. So how do you feel like that? Do you feel like that was like the main standpoint of that friendship, and then you guys just gotten into all these different other things?
Yeah, I mean that's. Vibe was what really pops it off. I feel like it's like our friendship, because that's when we like started like really like believing in each other, and like believing like we could really make something if we just put in the proper work.
Absolutely.
And like
absolutely.
And like that's how the friendship is, bro.
That's
like,
dope.
I try to talk to him every week too. So
he's a good dude, man.
Yeah,
he's a good dude. Shout out to Brandon Bear. You already know.
Shout out to my boy.
He's that guy. How was the experience with AV Club for you guys? I mean, you guys put out 5 episodes, right? Together, and then I think that the visual side of things on that, I would say, would you call it a podcast? I feel like he was like the pioneer of the podcast kind of thing for
it was
the
like
Des Moines scene in this sense.
he definitely said
I think that set it off.
Yeah, he definitely set it off
collectively
for
all the creatives in Des Moines. Shout out to the AV Club. You already know.
Yeah,
you guys have probably seen that joint because that was crazy, man. I think because that happened last May.
Yeah.
Last May.
Yeah.
First episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was just like, I didn't realize that Des Moines needed that.
Yeah.
And I think that that was something that I tuned in to every Sunday night, right?
Yeah.
That's when it was going on. I think that was just something that I was looking forward to every single Sunday. It was like, whoa, AV Club, and then the visuals, the guests, and everything. It was so dope,
Yeah.
And then you guys all being knowing all of you guys, it just made it that much more just official, and it was man, this is really dope for the community and everything.
Bro.
And you guys are all super down to earth dudes, and you guys just get it,
Yeah.
We're all in kind of the same boat. How do you feel like that experience was though, recording that and being a part of that?
No, it was great. It was the thing is, I wouldn't have wanted to be with anybody else besides Brandon and Sekou.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that's what so Brandon pitched us the idea, and honestly, I was just all right, let's get it. I'm a bag at 100.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So it was just from the get go, he's yo, here's the idea.
Yeah.
So here's how I want to shoot it. Here's how it's gonna look. And I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
It's literally just come on, come on with it.
That's dope. That's dope. Do you feel like that was something that you hadn't done before?
Yeah, no.
It was kind of a trial and error for you, kind of thing.
It was I never was involved in the podcast. Obviously, I was on radio at Grandview.
Yep.
But that's as close as to podcasting I got.
Yeah.
And then that was really the first podcast that I worked on, and we really put a lot of effort into that joint.
Yeah.
We tried to get the box water sponsorship. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that was
it was close, bro. We was close.
Oh man,
we was close with the box water, but yeah, bro. That's that working on that project with all of them. It was just really extensive and really worked. It was good. Everything was good.
I hope you guys can, in a few years, can get that thing back up and running, man, because that was crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe even we can all just collaborate on that shit, because that thing would be just dope. Just create a new podcast for the people, because that would just be dope, man, because it's the idea of it is just super dope, and especially podcasting as a whole, it's there's so much information out there that everybody, every person has their own type of information that they can provide to the world, and I think that if we all come together and we just talk, so many.
I mean, I feel now podcasts, when we started AV Club, podcasts were just getting back in the style, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel especially here, that's what really kicked off the podcast here was AV Club, in my opinion.
Yep.
It's so and then now I see people what's your favorite podcast you listen to? Give me some podcast recommendations.
Yep.
I feel back even 3 or 4 years ago, podcasts weren't even relevant. People would listen to podcasts like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. If you told me you was listening to podcasts 3 years ago, I'm why? For what? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. For what? It was but now I listen to a couple podcasts. I'm being a part of the AV Club.
Yeah.
Just made me realize
there's so
there's
much
a space for
information out there, and I think that 2018, that's when I got into listening to podcasts and stuff, and I had the idea of wanting to do it at the beginning of 2018, but I was I didn't know how to execute it, and I saw you guys do it, and I was fuck, that's fucking dope. And I was okay, so then it's I can do this, it's just I just gotta do it, you know, versus getting all your ducks in a row and shit. Don't even think about all that stuff, it's just do it. I think that's the biggest thing that people are always worried about, the logistics and just everything about trying something. It's you just have to do it.
With everything, the first step is always the hardest step.
Yeah.
For real, with everything, even it's you want to change yourself, you want to do something better with yourself. The first step is always going to be the hardest.
Yeah.
Let's take it to an example, drinking soda.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was hard as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I was drinking soda every day. Not having a Mountain Dew, bro. I was damn.
Yeah.
Well, but I took the first step.
You just have to do
it. And then the ball just kept rolling.
Yeah.
Just take the first step.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing that I could tell anybody is just to, just try it. Just try it. There ain't no point in trying something. If you fail, you fucking fail.
Look,
you learn something.
It's what do you have to lose?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, especially like for me, like, what do you have to lose though? Like, if you try it, like, damn, well, okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, I think that like the podcasting thing is extra like easy because it's like there's only been one podcast in Des Moines, and that was the AV Club. Yeah. So it's like, I can't really fuck it up. So it's like, I'm just gonna sit down and talk.
Just gonna do that,
so it's like, that's all you gotta do. Guys. So I think that was just like the biggest thing is like 2018 was like the year of just forgetting about all the talk and everything and just doing it, just and forgetting about what everybody has to say about it. It's like, regardless if you guys are giving me good vibes and good everything, that's cool. But if you guys are giving me bad vibes too, that's cool too. It's like, I'm gonna do me. Like, I'm gonna do me over here. Y'all gonna do you over there.
You gotta do you regardless. Yeah, it's like
absolutely. That's huge, and that's what you got to do in life, because there's always gonna be people that are hating on you and everything else. That's
bro,
what it
just
is.
Keep it pushing.
That's
like,
what life is.
I'm not really like a get down bad type of guy all the time, but like sometimes like there's certain situations where like you just got to get through that.
Yeah.
Like you just got to get through it. So you just got to go.
Exactly. Man, shout out to Brandon Bear. You already know that's the boy. Like we've said.
Shout out to B.
Shout out to the AV Club. Hopefully it's going to make a comeback. Shout out to Sekou as well.
Shout out to B. Shout out to Koo.
Yes.
They're literally my dogs for life, 100%. I'll ride for them any day.
That's the boys. Man, I think that it's dope, man, that like we've kind of all got, I don't know what it was. I feel like I wasn't really talking to a lot of the creators here in Des Moines until that happened, until AV Club happened. And it was like, I feel like everybody was kind of like on their own path. Yeah. Like, I didn't want to fuck with that, I didn't want to push it. But I was like, we're all out here, like, and we can all just sit down and talk to each other. Like, everybody's trying, we can bounce ideas off of each other, like, I
think that's true. And I mean, especially with, like, the group that we hang out with.
Yeah.
Like, us, I know we can do that. I know, like, some people can't necessarily do that.
Yeah.
Like, that's understandable.
I feel like there's some creatives that obviously, like, they want to keep their secrets, and that's cool, but I feel like,
There's like some creators have just like big head ass too. Like, I'm just not trying to deal with that, cuz.
Come on,
I'm just not trying to deal with that, cuz. I'm like,
and it's like people that say like they're the coldest like ever to do it or whatever.
I just like, get your shit off. Like, get your shit off.
Yeah,
cool.
It's like, bro, just do it.
Yeah, cool.
That's
just
cool.
Get your shit off, cuz.
Like, talk your shit, bro.
Yeah, talk your shit. Yeah, talk your shit.
That's cool.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm like, I always like quote your guys' stuff, and I'm always just like, talk your shit, cuz like y'all don't even be talking shit. Like you, Anthony, Brandon, just all the guys, Mike, oh my god, like you guys are all just freaking spazzing right now, and I'm always just like, talk your fucking shit, cuz. And it's like, I really like you guys, it's because it's like you guys don't throw it like in everybody's face. You just post it, gone, and you're gone.
I just like we talked about earlier in the podcast, bro. Like, like, to the point I'm at, bro, it's just like, if you feel something, let's get it.
It's like, I just want my work to show for itself.
Yeah,
it's like, I'm
exactly.
I'm not going to say, like, damn, these photos are fire as fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's like, cool. It's like, I think that it was dope, like, how, shout out to, like, Antonio Pilara, I think is his name. If I'm murdering that, I'm sorry, Antonio. But, like, how he was tagging, like, a bunch of us in his Instagram stories yesterday. It's like, there's people out here looking and that, like, look up to everybody in the community, and it's like, just put yourself out there. I think that's the biggest thing that creators have to do in general. It's just
that's the bad thing too, because like, especially as like creators, like, you don't necessarily like, you need to get your name out there, but you don't want to like shove it down people's throats.
But I feel like it's,
but in the business, you gotta keep like in people's eyes.
Like, in the business side of things, though, I think that it's good to shove things down people's throats.
Exactly.
Because it's like they're constantly thinking about, oh, what the fuck is he doing right now? Like, he's posting this, and it's like good stuff too. So it's like, it's not just like some.
I think you can find a good middle ground.
Yeah, I think that it just, you have to kind of test the waters and test what the people like, what the people don't like, and then just do it for yourself too. I think that's the biggest thing that you gotta do.
Do
it for yourself is the main
as long as you like find like enjoyment and fulfillment out of it, bro. Who cares less what anybody has to say? I mean, like, not as like, if you're asking for like a critique on your work, like, just keep it a band with somebody. And like, if you're just like, it doesn't, I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but it's like, if you don't like,
Well, I think
if you're not in it for the right reasons,
you shouldn't be doing it. Exactly. And I think that like this week, I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter, but there's been like a lot of that talk about like the sexual harassment shit with like the photographers in Des Moines and stuff, and that really brings like shit down.
That shit hurts.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, we're all like, especially like all the guys that we hang out with, it's like, you know, we're all guy photographers, and like a lot of these guy photographers are getting exposed right now saying that they're doing this, and it's like, you know, I tweeted out, I was like, you know, you cannot be in photography for the wrong reasons. Like, you got to be in it for, like, you genuinely love it. And, like, you know, you should never make your model feel uncomfortable. Regardless of the gender, like, you cannot make them feel uncomfortable. That's something that you got to do as a photographer in general.
It's just like a crazy space to even think about. Like, that's just weird, bro. Like, mixing business with, like, pleasure. Yeah. That's just really weird.
It's just like you can't do it.
That's like, just a really, like,
bro, yeah, it's like... It brings down a path that you just don't want to go down. So,
you shouldn't. Yeah, it's just like that whole day is just like all bad, bro.
Yeah,
just
like, it's bad stuff, man.
Just like for what?
Yeah, and it's like, bro, come on, man, because that makes everybody look bad. That's like trying to be a photographer, trying to be a videographer, a content creator in general. You know, because it's like, I can't imagine like how Mike must be feeling right now, because like he mainly like shoots with females, you know, exactly. So like that's like his bread and butter, you know, so it's like, you know, now like a lot of girls like see that, like, and have seen this in Des Moines, and they're like, shoot, I don't really want to shoot with any guys or anything. You know what I'm saying? That takes away from his clientele, you know, so it's like, that's fucked up, you know, so it's like one person really can fuck it up for everybody.
And that's a bad thing about it. Like, you're just like, damn, cuz.
Yeah.
And like, it's like, you're not even like necessarily mad at like anybody, bro. You're just like, damn, bro.
It's like, bro, come on, man. I don't know. But I think that it's awesome that the awareness is here. But it's like, you know, now we got to know how to move differently with it.
Exactly.
Because it's like, you know, and like, I always feel like with whenever I shoot with somebody, like, regardless if it's boy, girl, whatever, I'm just like, bro, bring people, whoever you want. Of course. Like, you know, it's like, don't come alone. Like, what the fuck? Like, more the merrier, dog. Like, I'm not gonna be like, you know,
nah, you can't come.
Yeah,
like,
you can't come. Nah, he
like,
can't
whatever
come.
makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah,
like,
it's like, you know, and I always tell like people, like, whenever I get them on the podcast, I'm like, bring like your camera, whatever you want to do. Like, bro, if you want to create some content for yourself, come through. Like, we can get it popping, man. It's like, you know, make the person that like you're trying to do business with feel comfortable.
Exactly,
that's the biggest thing that you gotta do.
Especially for me too, like, the more, like, if you're comfortable behind, like, in front of the camera and behind the camera, that's when like some of the best stuff is gonna be created. Like, some of the best photos I've seen was just street photography, and people just move around like naturally. That's how they naturally act. That's how they naturally move. Like, and like being like that naturalness and that, and like the elegance of like just being yourself in front of a camera, and like just being there in that space and being present is just so much better. So making your like subject or the people you're around like feel comfortable around you, that's like a real big key for me. Yeah. And like, don't be like a weird ass dude.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, just don't give off no creepy vibes.
Yeah, just don't be a weirdo, guys. Just don't be a weirdo,
like,
guys.
And like, if you do like shoot with somebody, it's like, you know, have a conversation with them. Like, don't just like walk around with them and take pictures. Like, have an actual human conversation with them. Like, you know, it's like, this is a collective thing. Like, they're modeling for some pictures that you're gonna post later and stuff. It's like, you know, that's like a friendship that can be made right there. So it's like, you know, you can't treat it all weird and shit. Like, and if you think it's weird, they're gonna think it's weird too. Exactly. So it's like, you know, don't come into it thinking that it's weird or whatever. Like, get that shit out of your mind.
Just keep it like, as long as you just keep it a band from the get-go, you'll be straight. Like, just keep it a buck.
And just be open to everything. Be open to whatever the roller coaster can bring for you. You know, that's the biggest thing that you can do. Just being a content creator or whatever. Because I mean, being a content creator, it's like a roller coaster ride, to be honest. And like, everything can kind of go up, down, up, down. You can have your good moments, you can have your bad moments. There's moments like these where it's like, shit, this is a fucked up thing, but it happens, and it's good that somebody is shedding light on this type of situation. And I think that's something that needs to be done. So but getting into some other questions here, who or what do you feel like is your inspiration to do what you do? Because I know we talked about like the cartoons and stuff and like everything like that you're talking about with life and everything. Like, what do you feel like you have like a couple of inspirations behind it, or do you feel like it just kind of all if you see it, you want to do it.
It's like I guess it's like all kind of jumbles together. I pull a lot of like inspiration from a lot of different places, like a lot of different sources. So, like, I love like anime.
Yep.
And like I pull like even like the minute details of like from like an anime, whether like be like the color contrast, like what the main character's wearing, or even like a subtle like movement in the way they move, and like the show could like decide on how I want the movement to be in camera or something like that. Even when I design something, it's like, so I have like a 98-year-old grandmother.
Yep.
Great grandmother, and like she inspires me just like when I'm around her, she's like, it's just like so genuine. Like even like the space around her, like the colors that come through when we sit and talk, it's just like stuff like that inspires me a little bit. Not necessarily like what she does or like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like kind of like everything kind of inspires me a little bit. So I pull little bits and pieces of everything. And like I'm an internet kid, so like I grew up on the internet. Like I grew up on like the like forums and like stuff like that. And, like when like the start of like meme culture really started. So like even like memes like give me like a little inspiration too. Like I seen an Ed and Eddie meme that I kind of want to like use as like a starting point for like a short film idea I have. So like it's just like stuff like that. Like that.
It's crazy how like one little thing can like draw this inspiration from something, and it just turns it into something that nobody even had an idea of, and then it's like you made it into something, you know. Like that's awesome. That like that's what art is, and that's what art can be.
Like if you allow yourself to be inspired by the things around you and the things you see, just like you got to be like mindful of everything. So like being mindful of that and like being open and willing to like feel like what's around you and see what's around you, hear what's around you. Anything can be your inspiration. I feel
Absolutely.
And like not necessarily you have to like get into this mood where you're like, oh yeah, I got to get inspired. Like me personally, I've never felt that way. I felt like I'm always inspired by the things I like hear and see and look and do, and like everything around me, like everything I look at and everything I watch, and like everyone I talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like so my dad could say something one day, I'm like, yo, that's cool. Like that's kind of cool.
That's
like,
the
okay,
thing.
like let's get it. Like it just sparks like an idea. I have to write it down before I forget it. So there's like, as far as like inspirations that I've kind of stuck with, like I really love like Pharrell. So that Pharrell's kind of like a big inspiration for me.
Oh, because he's doing a little bit of everything. He's designing, he's doing like clothing, he's doing a little bit of everything. He's singing, obviously, like, but it's like it's crazy. Like, how
Pharrell's an inspiration for me. Daniel Arsham, the artist, he does a lot of cool stuff. And then honestly, like anime in a sense. More specifically, like Gundam. Like that's been a big inspiration for me too.
That's awesome.
Just like their angular cuts and lines and stuff. I'm about to nerd out. So.
Bruh, oh my god, bro. I tagged you in that shit on the Spider-Man thing. I think you retweeted it like that, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse thing. Bro, animations, gotta get on that.
That was beautiful.
Bro, that movie in general was fucking crazy.
It was amazing.
Oh my god.
It's probably one of the best like animated films that I've ever seen. I think.
Well, and like just the special effects, like in everything was,
and like the little details, like when he would like tap something, like you would see like the lines pop up, like those little details, bro. Like, I'm like, oh my god,
crazy!
Like that is crazy.
I can't wait for that shit to come out on DVD. I'm gonna watch that like every night before I go to sleep.
I need to get back on my DVD like grind collection. I want to do that. I see it like I need to get better at like archiving stuff. I can't wait to like be able to have my own like archive of like my own stuff and like stuff I see and like stuff I bring back from trip. That's gonna be amazing.
Gotta have like a dedicated room for
that shit. I'm definitely gonna have like a dedicated room just to archive. It's gonna be amazing.
That's the move. Getting into some of the closing questions here for you. Tell me just about some of the future plans that you kind of got going. Is there anything that?
I mean, whatever happens, happens. I guess, you know what I'm saying.
I feel like that's kind of the vibe that you're on. You know, you just kind of go with the flow.
Essentially. I mean, like I try to plan stuff out, but I mean, like, it's gonna rock.
That's dope. Yep.
I gotta. This is like I feel like I say it like all the time. Like I literally have no other choice. So I gotta do it.
You gotta secure the bag. You gotta do it, bro.
I gotta do it. So I really have no other choice. So
that's lit. That's lit. What do you feel like? So this is one of the questions I asked everybody on the podcast. What is one thing that Tobias has to do in life? What is the one thing that you have to do?
You know what I'm gonna say. You know I gotta go to JPN. I gotta go there, bro. I gotta go visit Ikebukuro. I gotta go to countryside Japan.
Yeah.
I got to see the cherry blossoms in Tokyo, bro. I got to go. I just have to go. That's one thing I want to do before I go.
That
100%.
whole country is like just full of everything creative.
It's amazing.
Oh my God. I can't even wait to go there one day.
Yeah.
That's going to be nuts.
That's if I do anything, that's one thing that I want to do.
Gotta do it. Amazing. Gotta do it. That's
and then just like,
dope.
yeah, that's it.
Japan. Shout out to Japan one time. You already know. Shout out to everybody.
Japan one time,
yeah,
man.
you already know.
For worldwide listenership,
bro.
You know what I'm
Brandon
saying?
Worldwide. Hit him up. Bruh, okay. This is the last question that I ask everybody on the podcast. So I want you to imagine that there's a copy of the New York Times written right here.
Yeah.
It's written from 10 years from now. There's a cover page, and the cover page is a picture of you, and there's an article written about you.
Oh my God.
What is this cover page a picture of, and what is written in the article?
Oh my gosh, that's loaded, guys.
Bruh, gotta do it. We come correct around here for the Truth Podcast. You already know.
I don't even know what it's gonna say. I don't even know. Like,
what do you feel like the picture is?
The picture is just me.
Yeah.
Just hanging out, I guess.
Yep.
Just a regular dude.
Like kicking back on a freaking like bench chair or a beach chair or something.
Like 10 years from now, I just want to be more knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Better versed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like materialistic things and like accomplishments and stuff like that. They'll come, but like I feel like 10 years from now, what is that gonna say? I don't know.
What are you gonna be? 33, 34?
Oh, yeah, cuz I'll be 34. Oh my gosh, watch out,
bro.
Nah, you just got me hot.
God.
You just got me hot. Nah, bro.
30 years old, man. That's gonna be
nuts. A trip.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully something like, maybe like something that helps the community. I feel like.
Do you feel like you want to stay here in Des Moines, like base your life out of here? Or do you feel like you see yourself moving somewhere, or do you feel like I know you'll just go with the flow?
Yeah, I'll just go.
I
mean, like, as much as I want to say I'll go with the flow, I love it here.
Yeah.
Like, I know when I was young, bro, everyone's I gotta get out of here. Even now, like, I gotta get out of Iowa. It's like, I feel that. Like, I get it. I mean, you gotta leave.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta go. I understand that 100%. It's like, I love it here, bro, so I feel like I've always had this mentality. It was like, make your city.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta love your city.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And like, whether I move or whether I don't move, I just want to be like happy wherever I go and just like be able to still be able to learn and grow. You know, as a human, as a person, as a brand, like as a community, I just want to be able to grow. So no matter where I am, that's what I want.
That's awesome.
I feel like that's changed from like, if you asked me this like maybe even a year ago, I probably would have gave you like a concrete answer.
Yeah.
But like now I feel like there's so much like in me that's changing.
Yeah.
It's like I just want to, you know, keep learning and keep living, I guess.
Shit. Yeah. That's awesome, bro. Borg, where can everybody find you on social media? If there's any shout outs that you want to give, now's the time to do that.
Everything on my social media is Borgology, BORGOLOGY. That's literally everything. Twitter, Instagram, PlayStation Network.
Yes, sir.
You guys can all get dusted. It doesn't matter.
He's throwing out some heat right now.
Shout out to
Spider-Man.
Shout out to Spider-Man. Shout out to the squad. Literally shout out to everybody. Shout out to Full Moon. Shout out to Riz. Shout out to Space. Shout out to everybody.
Riz, we're getting on the podcast soon, brother. I already know.
You already know, guys.
Yes.
Shout out to my friends, for real. And shout out to every one of my friends. Yeah. Shout out to my family.
You already know.
Literally, bro.
Guys.
My friends push me so much.
Yeah.
And bro, like I appreciate them every day. Like I think I tweeted something I quoted a tweet that says like I'm really just like happy with like about what my friends are. And it's something like I'm really proud of my friends. Like I dead ass am so proud of my friends.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think that it only goes up from here, because I mean like the 23, 24 age, it's like everybody's like graduating college or like is getting their life on track at this point, and it's like it's only going up from here.
Literally, bro.
There's only more money to be made, more stories to be had.
For real.
Shit's
so
dope.
yeah, shout out to all my friends, bro, because I really appreciate every last one of y'all.
Yeah.
For real.
Yes, sir.
And
appreciate you, brother, for coming on the podcast today. ladies and gentlemen, that is another episode of the Truth Podcast. Hope you guys got some good stuff from it. Borg is an amazing dude, man. He's really down to earth. He's a great guy.
I'm not down to earth. Keep it a band.
You are. In my mind,
he is. I'm trash.
Don't let him talk to you like that. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in today. It really means a lot that you guys are supporting the podcast. Make sure to subscribe down below, all that YouTuber nonsense. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.